Today I'm going to Brenda McCafferty's garden tour. You've seen Brenda pop up on a few videos. Look at that work. Isn't that fun? What a great sign. She's doing a garden art tour. The garden's lovely. Getting distracted by the garden. I wonder what that tree is. I'm gonna have to ask her about that. Look at these textures. Here we go. Okay, I did a pre-tour and it is amazing. You're gonna love Brenda's work. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and take you for a little tour. This is my first going to another artist's studio video, and I think it's gonna be fun. It might even set the stage for many more. So again, BrendaMcCaffertyArt.com. Brenda lives in Hamilton, Ontario, and it looks like she has set up this tent in her driveway, which is a great idea because it draws anybody driving by or walking by right in. They know exactly where they're supposed to go. And here are her 12 by 12s. Look at. She's so loose and wonderful with her acrylics. Very much an impressionist painter. If you see anything you like, send me a message because I'm pretty sure we can get it for you. Or go to her website, Brenda McCafferty Art. Aren't these great? I really love the patterns when she adds lines and patterns through her work. She's like me, loving this intense color. I like the vase, very stained glass. Oh, but look at these delicate white flowers coming out of this. This is what I'm always talking about with you guys. Do you see the different sized shapes that Brenda has included? They're not all the same size. Lots of space to rest in this one, and you're carried through. And here we go into her backyard. She just did this really cool awning. She says it's just amazing. All right, distracted by the caladiums. I think her puppy is in there. Yeah, he wants to know why he can't come out. So Brenda has put the art all through the garden. Look at this feast. She has a distinct style and palette, doesn't she? Again, do you see this painting? All those flowers are different sizes. So they're not just big circles facing you. She's got ovals and she's twisted them. It's kind of neat with the tree shadows. I really love that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm getting inspired again for some abstract painting. I think Brenda would say that she is an abstract painter, but with, you know, something that is representational. Florals are her muse. This is a bundle of happiness. She said that the glow is an oil stick over acrylic in the bright yellow. And then look at the graphics, the graphic nature of those daisies. How fun is that? Again, you see the variety in sizes. She said this is fresh off the easel, layered and layered acrylic washes. And it's her mark making too. I think she uses pencil in there as well and scraping. Look at the vibrancy. The video is so beautiful because of these colors. So that's Brenda over there in the white jeans, talking to her fans. Let's go over here and look at some of her littles. So BrendaMcCaffertyArt.com. Here's a challenge to everybody. Go to BrendaMcCaffertyArt.com. See if there's anything you love and buy it. That would be great. She's got some great affordable prices. You can also find her work, and I love these, at Crown and Press at my gallery. But these, I think, are some of my new favorites. Look at that. Oh my goodness, these are so special. She says, I think the price on these is $120. That's wild. These are gorgeous. I have to ask her where she got those frames. Those frames are fabulous. Aw, a little work on paper or canvas that she's framed so neatly.
She'll believe you. She'll believe you.
I'm liking her pot.
Okay. I mean, I've had a nice amount of people, so it's been good.
She's chatting it up over there. Ooh, and some more of these small landscapes. I'm wondering if she'll have these on her website. But you know what? If you love them and you write her and say, I like those small landscapes for $120, I'm sure she would just send you a bunch of photos and you would select the one you love.
The reason why I say her is because she worked for.
These are just great. Look at this winter scene.
Yeah, I don't know. Ian was talking to her when yesterday? No, Tuesday. Because I had a book for her.
Hi, everybody.
And he was in he was in Dundas, and so he said, can I drop it off? She said, well, I'm just worried.
See her pencil marks?
Across from Canberra, meet. And she saw me just across.
This one's pretty cool. I love the vibrancy and the contrast of this. If you watched my video on turning your compositions black and white, I think this one would show up really great, don't you think?
I don't have flats.
No, this is as flat as it gets.
More wet. Let's see, who's the girl? Tipsy.
I want to paint like Brenda.
Did you want to sit down? Why, do you want me to sit
No, I'm just asking if you want to, you're welcome to.
So I believe I can tell that she has added some oil stick to this one. But look at this incredible piece. This is a 36 by 36, $1,200. Wow. Just wow. Let me go in close and show you.
It's like a vase, and she's got flowers coming out. It's very soft and
She's done some scraping, some drawing.
like I like tone on tone.
Look at the scraping in that. Brenda, this is incredible.
Yeah, or a window.
There you go. Let's see if we can get an interview with Brenda. Brenda, can I interview you?
This morning was freezing.
Hi, Brenda.
Hello. Thank
This
you
is,
for coming.
oh, this is incredible. Okay, I want to know your show favorite.
My show favorite. Oh, it's hard to really say. I have a set that I like because I find them fun and bright and cheery.
Yeah?
Would be these two right here.
Yeah, they went to school.
If you need
Oh,
small.
yeah.
They went to school together.
They're called ladies' night out because they look similar to ladies moving or dancing.
Oh, that's so fun. You said it looks like their hips, right?
Yeah, the little hips.
And they got flower tops on.
Yeah, I like that. And then actually I love all my,
That's
I like all the 36 by 36, the very colorful ones.
Yes, I think my favorite one is on that I just showed them a really good close up of all
The orange.
the oranges.
Yeah, that was a fun one to do. Very expression. I love that.
Yes. So you paint in acrylics, but you're also experimenting with oils. Brenda and I are friends, so I think we rub off on each other. But she's doing, I think, a better job experimenting than I am because I don't know what I'm doing. But she's more of an intuitive painter to begin with, a little more abstract than I am. So I think going into oils and abstract might be, I'm not going to say easier. It's difficult for everybody.
It is difficult. Now I'm mostly using oil sticks.
Really?
So
Do
I'll
you
the-
add any mineral spirits to blend them out?
I do not. I like the chunkiness, so if you go up close, you
Okay.
can see that they're a little bit chunky. So no, I do not. Or I'll use my fingers sometimes to rub
Can
it
you
in.
show us an example of a really like oil sticks on something that you're
So
like,
the orange one that you like is
I
one up
thought
close.
so. Let's go back over there, everybody. This is one of I want it at the gallery if you don't sell it.
Okay. So you can see here
Yeah.
and there, like it's just all chunky oil stick, and there.
Yeah.
So it started out as a base with acrylic.
Okay.
And then I layered with the oil stick and just kept doing that. And then also too, which I do a lot in my work, is I scrape in.
Yes,
behind.
I showed them.
I do a lot of that.
Did you start so
started
with
with
this painting, you start with a toned canvas,
Correct.
and then did you start with the flowers first or the background first?
I started with the flowers first
Okay.
because I was just doing intuitive movement
Yep.
throughout the whole thing, and I was using acrylic at that point. And
Okay.
most of it, the acrylic, was with a transparent. So
Okay.
it becomes very thin. And then I would just keep layering on top of that, on top
Yep.
of that. And then once I had a nice base that I thought was fun, I went in with the oil sticks. And then I ended up shaping into the shape I wanted it to.
Right. Brenda, are all of these things on your website?
There are a couple that will be going on tonight. I wanted to keep them for this show only, not to be on the
Well,
website.
this won't be up until next week's anyway.
so
So
yes.
by the time everybody sees this, they'll be on, including your little $120 framed ones.
They will be.
Nice. Because that's what I'm like. I gave a challenge. I said, go to Brenda's site and buy something.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you're welcome. And how long have you been painting?
I started painting, I remember the day actually, January 2019.
Oh my goodness. And how many galleries are you in now, Brenda?
I'm in 3.
3?
The nice one is the Crown and Press.
Oh, we just sold one the other day.
Yes, thank you for that. Yes.
Yes, you're welcome. So everybody, Brenda McCafferty Art, and I'll put it up and I'll put it in the link. Thanks, Brenda.
Thank you.
What a great tour.
Thank you.
Okay, we're back for some bonus material. Brenda and I were just talking about this painting, and I showed it to you. It's a 30 by 40, and I showed it to you while we were walking around, and Brenda said, so you really like that? And I said, yes. Why? Don't you really like it? And she said, yes, I do. And I said, it looks still sketchy, which some people might really, really like. And then I compared it to me when people say, oh, you should leave your red background, but nobody has ever bought it with a red background. So now what's the challenge going to be for you on this one? Are you going to keep it like this for a while, see if anybody buys it? And if they end up not, you would go back in?
Correct. And if I go back in, then I will just be covering up some of the pencil marks. I will probably still leave a fair amount of the pencil marks because
Yep.
that is sort of my thing.
It is. It is.
And I enjoy the pencil marks. And yeah, so I would just cover up a few maybe. But I don't know. I enjoy the pencil marks.
Yeah,
But again, does everybody?
I do. I do. All right, guys, that was bonus material. Bye. Well, that was so fun. I got to see all her new stuff. I got a snack. You can find Brenda at my gallery too, Crown and Press. My day didn't end there. I went downtown, joined my friend Heather, and we went to Supercrawl. It's a major art and music festival, and we got to explore all the little crevices of James Street in Hamilton and had the best time. And happened upon my old studio. This is where I first started in Hamilton. In those windows, that was my studio. In the next clip, you'll see the building that I bought and spent 10 years. We're down here at Supercrawl, which is a huge artsy crawl in Hamilton, Ontario, where there's installations. 100,000 people come here. And what do we find? There I am. This is my old building that just sold, and we close in October. It's a little bit nostalgic. My friend Heather, who's with me, she and I and my husband own these two, the green buildings. We own them until the end of October. And we worked with a designer, and we painted, look what we did. We painted every slip of this building a different color, and it became one of the most photographed buildings in Hamilton. And there's my sign, and my studio was the one on the left. For 10 years, that's where I painted. And now it's my tenant, our tenant, Cameron's studio. It's really nostalgic seeing it. I'm not gonna be sad to not own it, but it was a lovely building to have. We're having a great day on Supercrawl. We certainly had fun. Today, I'm resting on the couch. Phew, like and subscribe. I got more for you this week. So much more.